Recently, I received a question. I'm sure that it's not unlike some other mothers that are facing the challenges of raising children, but she was saying that I, uh, I regret having my child now, and I don't feel like I'm just a natural mother, and it's really struggling with this, and I'm really torn between what to do about having my child. And I have actually had clients that have consulted with me on this one. And I explained to a female that is facing this, that her mother that's facing this, that if you don't see how the responsibilities of being a mother are helping you fulfill what's deeply meaningful to you, what's most important to you, then you're going to feel this way. And you're going to be going through life comparing your current reality, which you perceive to be stressful, challenging, depressing, to a fantasy about how you think it should be. Anytime we compare our current world to how we fantasize it to be, we're not going to appreciate our life, appreciate what's happening. So the first thing I would do is write down all the things, all the accountabilities that are put upon you by being the mother, and there's a lot. Write them all down, all the things that you feel uninspired by. I'm sure that some things may not feel so uninspiring, and others will. But list them all. List them according to the ones that are more meaningful down to the least meaningful and frustrating. And then ask the question, and don't deny the answer. Don't pretend like you can't come up with it. And you have to neuroplastically remodel the way you think by asking, how specifically is doing this action, at least for now, at this phase, helping me fulfill what is deeply meaningful? Now, if for some reason you haven't identified what your current highest values are, please go on my website, drdemartini.com, and do the complimentary private value determination process and go through and answer that as honest as you can to see what your life is demonstrating it's most important to you. Then ask, how specifically are these responsibilities of raising my child helping me fulfill that? And don't say it's not, because if you're not, you're going to stay stuck and you're going to be angry at your situation. Go and find the links. It's not what happens to us, not what we're experiencing, it's our perception of it. So if we can go and find out how it's helping us fulfill what we would love to do in life, we're less distressed by it. Now, if you have a career path and you have the capacity to earn more income by doing other things than doing what you're doing, and you could generate more income enough to delegate some of these accountabilities to, a nanny or an au pair, then you could take some of those responsibilities and get assistance. There's no reason why you have to do everything. You don't have to be the tofu mama, super mom kind of thing. You can delegate some of those things and work and make an income to cover that. That might buy you some freedom. I know that many mothers who are working have assistants, and they pay those assistants, and they make more money than the cost of that, so it comes out ahead, and then they have some of the duties that are normally with the child partly disseminated and delegated, which allows them a little bit more freedom. So either go and do what you love through delegating, or love what you do through linking, by asking, how specifically is doing this job until I can find somebody to delegate it to, how is it helping me fulfill what is meaningful to me? And start linking it and finding it. And don't say you can't find it. I have people that want to rant and run and be victim of history instead of master of destiny. If you want to master your life, you want to find out how whatever's happening, whatever you're doing, until you can delegate it, is helping you get what you want. Because it is, if you take the time to link it. And I assure you, I've not seen anything that can't be linked. So take the time to dig and find it. It will change your perspective. It reduce the distress levels and make you less frustrated, and allow you to appreciate your child. And then if you stop and reflect, every day that you're not appreciating your child is a day you're actually adding more chaos to your dynamic, because the child can sense that and wise to realize that this immediate gratifying need of not doing that may cost you in the long run. So it might be wise to just take the time and find out how specifically these responsibilities are helping you do what you love, or delegate it. And there's nothing, disrespectful or unmother-like to delegate some of those things. I don't know of a lot of mothers that dream about shopping at the grocery store or cleaning rooms or fixing diapers all the time. So, there's no harm in having somebody help you. And there's people out there that can specialize in that, do a great job, and you can get on with doing something that is meaningful and not judge yourself for, being a part working mom and part mom. But don't sit there and beat yourself up about it. Don't judge that you're not feeling like a mother, because I am sure that most mothers, when they have some items of activity that they don't necessarily love doing when they have a child, they probably feel that way. That's not uncommon. But either go do what you love through delegating, or love what you're doing through linking, at least temporarily, until you can delegate it. And some of these activities are transient. And you'll look back, and even though they seem to be burdening, they may be something comical in the future. You can have some good laughs about what you went through. But find out how whatever the responsibilities are helping you, because it's about perception. It's not what happens to us. It's about how we perceive what happens to us. And we have the capacity to change our perception. But stack up the benefits of how it's doing it, and don't stop until you get a tear of gratitude for the opportunity to do what you're doing. And then delegate what you can. And get on with doing something that is most meaningful to you, that produces more income than the cost. And stack up and on a daily basis, document what you're grateful for the opportunity, because there are going to be benefits of having the child that you may not foresee now, but as the days, weeks, months, and years go on, they will emerge. And so if you may get some assistance from people who are farther along the line to find out what those blessings are, and then you might get the help from those people too. And don't be afraid to ask for people to assist you. There's nothing harmful about that. You may have loved ones that love to spend time with children and help out, grandparents, best friends. Sometimes they can help you. And between the help of friends and loved ones and the help of au pair and nannies and daycare centers and the delegation process and the working, you can come up with something that's reasonable. But if you don't, if you want to give your child up and go on to allow it to have foster and all that, that's always an option too. But you may end up finding out that that's got as many challenges as what you're facing now. So my advice is to first find out how whatever you're doing and what responsibilities you have, how is it helping you fulfill what's meaningful to you. Go and do the value determination, find out what's priority, link it. If you need assistance, contact our office. And we can find some facilitators that can assist you in doing it. There's a fee for that, but they can help you do that and then reduce the burden that you're facing, because it's all perceptual, and you have the command over your perceptions, and you can make new associations neuroplastically in your brain and find out how things are on the way, not in the way.